Would you be interested in saving thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of lives? In the U.S. each year, thousands of people are diagnosed with spinal cord injuries, diabetes, heart disease, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, sickle cell anemia, organ failure, lung disease, and arthritis. Based on an article called Stem Cells, 10 Diseases They May or May Not Cure, on March 13th, 2009. These diseases and injuries surround us every day, affecting all of us in one way or the other. Yet we all wish there is something that can be done to stop this epidemic. People that have affected our lives have fallen to this tragedy. People like Robert De Niro, Sammy Davis Jr., Walt Disney, and Duke Ellington, just to mention a few, from an article called Knowledge Rush, list of famous people who have suffered from or died of cancer, published in 2009. But this can all be stopped, or at least significantly halted. Stem cell research has the ability, if harnessed correctly, to help people in situations like these. There are 3 different types of stem cells, some of which I believe to be more beneficial than others. But it depends on the general public if you really want to move it forward. Let's discuss those different types and why they are so necessary. My first main point is about the severity of cancer. According to an article named How Many People Are Diagnosed with Cancer Each Year, posted on September 11th, 2009, in just 1 hour, over 150 people in the U.S. are diagnosed with the cancer disease. This article continues to say that inadequate exercise and obesity are the main causes of cancer in the U.S. 1 in every 4 Americans is diagnosed with cancer, and over 500,000 will die from the disease. This statistic makes cancer the second leading known death cause, just behind heart disease. And they predict that it may become the #1 leading known death cause after 2010. What can we do to drastically drop this number? Well, the second main point of my speech is about embryonic stem cells. Embryonic stem cells are derived from embryos. An article called Stem Cell Basics, published on April 20th, 2009, says that most embryonic stem cells are derived from embryos that develop eggs that have been fertilized in vitro fertilization clinic. Embryonic stem cells have the capability of transforming and adapting to other cells in one's body. The big controversy over this issue, though, is the fact that some people consider them to be human lives, since they only form to develop an embryo. They consider it murder to kill the embryo, which raises red flags everywhere. Another factor of embryonic stem cell research is that they have been known to cause cancer-causing cells, which is the exact opposite of what we are trying to accomplish. How can we help all these diagnosed cancer patients then? Well, my last main point of my speech is about adult stem cells. Adult stem cells are significantly more stable and have a significantly less chance of being rejected by your body. Although they are harder to come by, they eliminate the controversial statements of stem cell research. Adult stem cells can come from the marrow inside one's bones. This process is a little painful, but the positives outweigh the negatives by a long shot. So I ask you, why have we been focusing so much on a different method that creates uproar and has numerous roadblocks slowing its path? Because they're easier to come by and we don't want to take the work to obtain larger amounts of adult stem cells. But the way I see it, if we don't use adult stem cells, we aren't going anywhere else fast. In conclusion, stem cell research isn't all bad, despite what many say. If people take the time to research, they can find all sorts of information. Embryonic stem cells, although tested more and have produced positive results, also have the chance of producing negative results that could even harm them even more. Adult stem cells are the far superior choice, but we need your funding and support to progress the research, so more lives can be saved. I mean, if you could help in the long term, millions of lives, why wouldn't you?